In the wilderness. You're not afraid. Keep it real and honest. All gloves off. So when you couldn't fit me before, so you know me now in the gloves. Good morning, afternoon, evening, good night, around the world. All right. So it is very disturbing now. Yesterday, 25th, Saturday, I will say the culture minister, the so-called culture minister. Let me show you something. Hey, them thing I get from back to verse. The so-called culture minister, a minister of entertainment, went to Sabina Park, she and the prime minister, and a former prime minister, PJ Patterson. And in the foreground, but him before, all them take the picture, so you see him big, him more focused on the picture more than them. And you have the minister, the culture minister, you know. Yeah, sports, culture, entertainment, right? I got put up, and you have a former minister. I got put up and said, she and the prime minister, they are Sabina Park, the same Sabina Park, I think, I Patterson them, push them straight now. They are Sabina Park, I do both cricket and attack about bullshit. If that not total disrespect, something wrong. Tell me long tongue. They go to England and about you have an elder statesman who no can't stop it. Remember the kids them live what them learn. That's why I'm telling you, so una Alibaba, una Alibaba. Now I show one of these people, and people, you must not ease up on them thing. You must ease up. Let me start my show because when I blow steam, I show now and draw back to the long tongue. But let me start the show now. Let me start the show. Well,
we in lump sum, we a beat it till they are my bane. We now make them get in at them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber them.
Not a Judas, them a backstabber. Uncle my wife, and this straight beauty and glamour. No guy can walk to name me with no dagger. Maybe the heart of Mandela, but the mind of a Zama in the mold. Like a bullman, we send us the jammer. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to lyrics line to line. Become a lyrical fader. Put up in the rhythm, they load some boy all in a head.
call it cheap shots. People, let me tell the people of Jamaica, don't make these Alibabas, yeah, and the minions play no divide and rule. Idiot political thing we do know. Always be patriotic. We don't care. These things are wrong. And you send a wrong message to the kids. That's why they don't have the future in Jamaica. Yes. You know, I'm the future. Let me show you how I attack. I remind you know where Terry Langton do to you know. Let me just show you how we attack. And this it's very bad, you know. It bad to the eyes of the world and the eyes of the kids, eyes of the people of Jamaica. And in the diaspora. You are the minister. Remember, you're not going to no private capacity. You're the minister. So you could go there and say, you go there, your presence, and you have a former prime minister. And this is what I want to do to him. First, you know, cover and face total disrespect. Only that do it with the opposition to want to total put them one side, like them are 14, them are nobody. When you talk down upon them. But you have me. With the heart of Mandela. Love the people them, but the mind of Azama can't ramp with me. You know shit. Yes. And by the way, me say one I know come for me thing. And let me tell you this. My band people more than what you think. I mean I beg people like and subscribe. So as a flip my movie. You are shit. Yeah? Nobody own my mouth. Me, responsible for everything when I talk to the Almighty. You know, and you know, as a dad and super granddad, go my kids them good. Now give no trouble. Grandkids them all right too. You understand? Me never seen and never thing I do no trouble. So we no make trouble in our society. You come trouble me, big get trouble. But otherwise, me not get no trouble. You're good. Nobody dictates to me. Because I don't like dictate. I don't like free era leaders or nothing. Me not like the barbers. Me big up the ghetto youth them. Some of them make mistake. Me want to correct them as a dad. And a super granddad. Super dad and super granddad. Remember me not follow back a guys, you know, we set trend. Yes? Yes. Watch this. Yeah, man, the guy, them not have nothing. Me see somebody come from me thing and I tell me about the name, you know, you're calling you, I'm going to submit us this up. I'm going to unsubscribe. Like I'm here talk to. When them run out, I call PJ Chichi where they there. You never ban. You never ban. And you was one of them who I put Chichi boss and put everything with Chichi. When I call Portia, mule barrel and all kind of things and put a head pan drunk body and all kind of things. You wasn't around. I don't think you come out and say no, the skin look teeth like Grandma man touch. When the skin on a horse teeth. Now it's my time. Remember, somebody take me and put pan something now. Lift up thing and say me not sign for. Remember where everyone put me give 100 for. Don't forget where. Nobody give me chat. Yeah? All right. I ban you by the way. You are shit. Don't come back around here. Me not with people. All right. Watch out, people. This earth, more than anything else, these are the minister for the sport, entertainment, and also some gender thing and culture. Look here. Tell me this right. Look here. It's more embarrassing to the world to see where she write on her page. Look here.
People, let me show you how them people are pity.
Look how over page that. What the people them have go and look on it. Yeah? Look up over page these people. Look what she write.
Yeah, pity and low down. No, this are...
No, you see Patterson in the foreground before them. And sit down. So you have to take a camera. You have to take a picture. You the way out of the end favor Puss in Speckles. Favor a cougar. Well, cougar is a cat. Favor a cougar and Speckles. Right? And then you have Nose Moore. Yeah? And then you have a farmer minister and prime minister. Elder statesman could have been, you know. And you look what she right now. Look here.
I don't know who put honorably as so. Kruger Grange. You see in that foreground, you have a former prime minister, elder statesman, PJ Patterson. And then you have Andrew Desso, and you have she look on the man. But she see it fit. Remember, you know, at the culture minister, this are the cricket today. So you expect this is no personal thing now. This are the culture minister, entertainment and culture. According to them. Look at
sports.
Look on the caption. Look where she write. Tell me if she different from Terry Langton. From PM PJ. Them do too much thing where be a face now. Look on this. You can't see this? And look by others. See that? Honorable Kruger Grange, highlight Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Sport Minister Grange. You see it? There's a highlight, you know. Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Sports Minister Grange join cricket fans at Sabina Park on Saturday, May the 25th, to cheer on West Indies as they go in search of series clinching win second of the third T20 matches against South Africa. Look on this. Who this, the writer so? Who them go do Sabina Park and deal with the whole thing and make the thing nice and everything. See? They have a farmer minister and this a farmer prime minister. And this now is supposed to be an entertainment culture minister. And just look on him like him and nobody. Him and nobody. They're last statement. There's a total disrespect. Remember, they don't want to have a long tongue pan film page, black out the man eye, you know. Black him out, you know. Me not got no sir. This is stop. So, my brethren now, because I know, yes, I'm a brethren this from long time. For decades, Michael Abraham. My brethren know Michael Abrahams now. You know, he write a
Me think full of it. Cut off Abraham, some of just spread it back. No, but people, tell me now. This is not total disrespect. This is the Minister of Sports, Entertainment, and Gender, and this how she do put up on our thing. We see it before. So you turn around and you this a man like this. For nothing at all. That's the Prime Minister. You don't recognize him. But if it was the other way around, you see PS out, you run out and say, no, but this don't look right. These things are wrong. Them politicize everything. Them them not easy on themselves. Can remember, you know, them doing that. Remember play with Michael Abraham say you have to first.
No man, what's this? It's a brother from another mother, you know. Mikey Abraham. Hear what him say now about this now. Yeah? You people are disrespectful. First, there was a post by the state minister where the faces of former Prime Minister Portia Simpson and PJ Patterson were covered by Jamaican flags. Now here is a picture with former Prime Minister PJ Patterson sitting beside Andrew Holness, and you do not acknowledge Mr. Patterson. So this is the kind of petty, immature, divisive politics you practice. Remember, you are in a position of leadership. Children are watching. You seem to have forgotten the first line of second verse.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The second verse of our national anthem teach us true respect for all. Teach us true respect for all. Eh? Look upon this. You tell me now if them that birth. Hey, let me tell you something. Them thing and a little thing, you know. Them thing how the world watch. The picture go out there. Another first, so them I'm more attack on him more than anything else. Yeah, this is more than gutter politics. Look on this. Them do it just the other day. Look on this.
People, this with this punk. Yeah?
A Portia and PJ, this them attack, you know. Know him that alive in person. And this our Grange ourselves go do. Kruger. Yes. This is how she herself in person go do. Eh? Look here.
Go on over UK and go do, you know. Him put up highlights of positive achievement. Positive achievement of our government. Of our government as we look forward to welcome the diaspora June the 16th to the 19th. This
Nobody now go. Straight boycott. Straight boycott. Nobody but compare. Wow. You want to see the real diaspora? You want to see a conference? You want to show you a conference? Soon show you. You understand? Look, no, just put the picture then. Andrew Dessa and Bruce. But PJ and Portia, you black out with flag. With a Jamaican flag. Them so disrespectful. And the flag, when them back out a fake flag to you, because that's not gold, that look like more yellow to me. Eh? This, oh, I remember the next minister, this supposed to be our next minister to be long term. Eh? Oh, you have to be nice to these people. Oh, you have to be nice to them. Eh? You can't be nice now at all with them kind of people. It's not a country, it's more like a dictatorship and all kind of things. This is so disrespectful, it's unbelievable. So you see them send the wrong signal out here, and nobody must be, if you just ignore. You can't ignore something like this. This bigger than how it look. How it look. Yeah? Like them have, you know, supreme powers where them just do what them want to do. And nobody say no. Hey, it's a different thing. Gloves off. Yeah, we're not playing, we don't know. Look upon the disrespect. Him do it already. And you don't hear the Prime Minister run out and come say nothing. Then she come do it right this again. Eh? This time, demanded in person. Remember, this is our place, you know. This is the constant when they do this, you know. Where you have the minister and you look on that on the street and upon film thing, hear him lie. The piece of shit them lie to. Me have my account. Where you see on my account and me response to it. And when you did somewhere else, you have a computer that me use a phone. You're using a phone. Yeah? You understand? Them sit side of the elder statesman Daisy. And this are all them, the road you know at the cricket ground at Sabina Park. And this are all them cheap, with cheap shot. That you put it, remember, I know, and like she a farm or something, she just take a private picture, she put it up where everybody can see. These are the minister of sport, you know, entertainment and gender affairs and what have you, you know, and culture, you know. And you put up that and just say you want him. Not even say with former Prime Minister PJ Patterson. No, they put it up. Yeah, but you have to get paid for this from taxpayers' money. In a taxpayer's office, like how him now in our place, and in black out them face. See, look at the nastiness. Look here. Them thing are bigger than how it look, man. Look here.
I run them way. Now him black out. No make him tell you nothing. Yeah? Him black out PJ Patterson and Poacher Sim Simina because them up there so you know you have the past prime ministers them, right? And him leave them two there. Two devil.
See there?
Right?
What are
One
them
more
the
than
same
one.
thing?
And see this?
Eh?
And him do it yourself.
See that?
Again. Anything we post for them thing, you know say I them post it. Now you got diaspora where you have a lot of people where you know I say PMP, some say JLP, some say no P, some say Jamaica still. And okay when them say Jamaica. This now they ain't getting anybody. Him forget fire at the same time. But I bet you Andrew now move him. Because remember you know, no better Erin, no better barrel. Two of them are the same thing. So when the heat come on, because I see it get fire yesterday, you know. You understand? See it, him start blame a team. But me and Maria are deal with this later, you know. But me have to come talk about it right now. So the paper take it up, because I have it, and I wait till this morning to come mash it up. But me and Maria can talk about it later on. Junior Foreign Affairs Minister Terry Langton says a member of his team was responsible for posting a photo to his Instagram account with images of former MP, Prime Ministers PJ Patterson and Poacher Simsimila cover. He said it was not in keeping with my style. Now, your account, and everything where you do, you see it. Can you come up on your phone and everything? Even if you have somebody where moderate your account or something, administrator.
You may lie, man. Hold on. Yeah, yes. Hold on. Yeah, people. You see me just show the post and me just read something with Michael Abraham. Dr. Abraham, how are you doing?
I'm great. Big up yourself. Wayne. And you know, congratulations with all you're doing.
Yes, my brother. It's my brother from another mother, you know, and dad.
For real.
Great mind think alike. Yeah, man, I'm a brother from another mother and dad. Yeah, man. So, Dr. Abraham, this thing now with the culture minister, where she came out yesterday. This is yesterday, you know. And you see a farmer, you see a statesman, a former prime minister right there in the foreground. And she put up this on her page as the minister of sports, entertainment, gender, and culture. And she will recognize the prime minister and herself. What kind of signal this she sent to Jamaica, sir?
Well, when I saw that post yesterday, and I saw that they acknowledged Babsy Grange and Andrew Holness.
Yes,
the photograph showed the three of them. It was about 14 pictures, but the first two photographs had Mr. Patterson in the foreground. He was the closest to the photographer. He was picking Prime Minister Holness was beside him and Babsy Grange beside the Prime Minister.
Yes.
Of Mr. Patterson. Holness and Babsy Grange and fans.
Yes.
I'm uncomfortable with that. I'm very big on respect. You don't have to like the man, you know. You don't have to like the man. But if this gentleman was the prime minister at some point, any former prime minister, him, who else is alive? Bruce Golding is alive, Portia, anyone, you acknowledge them. You don't have them in the photograph and pretend that they're not there. It's just, and everybody knows Mr. Patterson is a big cricket fan. He's written about cricket. And he even helped to go under his watch part of Sabina Park and was renovated, if I can remember correctly. But anyway, regardless, even if he didn't like cricket, the man is a former prime minister. It's just disrespectful. And I felt like I was in a dream. I couldn't believe people can be so disrespectful, because after the Alanda Terlang incident, where a photograph was shown with him speaking to someone, there were photographs in the background of former prime ministers, including PJ Patterson, Portia Simpson Miller, Bruce Golding, and Andrew Holness's photograph was there as well. Somebody took, Jamaican flag emojis and covered the faces of PJ and Portia. That was disrespectful. And you know what I don't like, Wayne? Let me tell you what I don't like. You can make errors, and you can be remorseful and apologize. I remember Mr. Terlang said it was someone on his team, a junior person who did it, and they no longer had access to his account. To be honest with you, my opinion is that is not even something you deny somebody access to. To me, that's a fireable offense. That's something you dismiss somebody for. That's the height of disrespect. But interestingly, after that, I don't recall hearing a heartfelt apology for what was done. I didn't hear an apology to the people of this country that, an apology for that. In my opinion, again, this is my opinion, I think Mrs. Simpson and Mr. Patterson were owed apologies. That was a big thing. So last night, after seeing what happened with Mr. Terlang, after all of that kerfuffle, all that mix-up, I couldn't believe they did it again. So luckily, many people called them out in the comment section. I wake up this morning, because when you post things on Instagram, I can't edit. You know that?
Yes.
Right? So I wake up this morning and say, okay, enough hours pass, more than 12 hours pass. They must realize the error of them ways and whatever. You know what I see when I wake up this morning, boss?
Yes.
I see another post again about cricket. They just look on it and keep it moving. There's no apology for not acknowledging the man. No, they must post another post, they must keep it moving. And then after that, they posted another picture and they acknowledged him. They said, that they called, they mentioned his name. But again, Wayne, no apology. These people, I realized they just don't apologize. Don't apologize. I remember when the entertainment sector, they had a wave with COVID. The Delta wave was coming. And people in the health fraternity, the medical fraternity, knew it was coming. Well, it was coming. And we knew this wave was not a good one. And people in the medical fraternity warned the government, listen, this is not the right time to go bring everything open. Please, I beg you. Don't take everything wide open, and there are a lot of deaths. There are a lot of deaths with that wave. And again, they actually say they have not to apologize for. They didn't apologize for nothing. Nothing. Wait, let me tell you something. I want everybody on this platform to hear that I am a Jamaican first and I'm non-partisan. This may surprise you. I voted for Andrew Holness.
Yes.
So I tell you the truth. I was one of those people who say, the man had a good job, man. Him young, him vibrant. He seemed to have some good ideas. And I was proud of him. For me, keep him in office and a boss.
Yes.
I used to tell people Andrew Holness was the best prime minister we've ever had at some point when he was doing some really good things. And I don't know when it started going back. So me need a green or orange, I just like justice.
Yes.
And in all my years on this planet, I have never seen an administration this arrogant and corrupt openly. I have never. As a matter of fact, I did not know you were going to call me today.
No, no.
I'm writing Lena once a week. This week I'm writing about the dual citizenship issue.
Yes.
And I call a veteran journalist, someone in journalism for over 30 years. And I asked him, have you ever seen anything like this before? He said, no, he's never seen anything like this before. The gaslighting,
yes.
I've never seen this before. And this is what I tell people, Wayne. I tell people that they should vote.
Yes.
And you see, when you have voter apathy, when people are apathetic, many people think, I know nothing big. But it's a big something. I'm going to tell you why. When you become apathetic, you stop paying attention.
True.
And when you stop paying attention, sometimes decisions are made that are not in your best interest, and you don't even realize it until it's too late.
Right.
I see an erosion of our democracy taking place before my eyes right now. And I'm very uncomfortable. And I get it's not partisan for me, boss.
Yes.
No partisan thing. But if something not right, it's just not right, Wayne.
It's not right. But hear this now.
Like I share something with you.
Yes.
Like I share something with you. Observation I made.
Yes.
I'm going to share one observation with you.
Yes.
Last year, in Parliament, after the summer recess, there was an announcement that the microphone system had changed. The opposition wasn't consulted about this before.
Let me tell you, the arrogance, the disrespect. Yeah.
They had a different House Speaker at the time, Dalrymple Philibert. The Integrity Commission had sent a report that was tabled in Parliament that recommended that she be charged for breaches of some statutory declaration law or something like that. It was related to that statutory declaration. I've never seen this before. She made a ruling on herself. She made a ruling on herself that the report is to be sent to oversight committee and there'll be no debate on the matter. Done. Bank have done it. Done. So Mark Golding got up to speak and she muted the mic. She muted the man. And I don't know what
she mute, you know. Yes.
She muted, and not only did she mute him, I remember other people in the JLP were laughing and clapping like it was funny. That's number one. Number two, budget debate. So Mr. Golding is talking about issues with the governance. And he chose his words carefully. He said, the spouse of the Prime Minister being Speaker does not sit well with the whole concept of the Speaker being independent of government. He was speaking about a concept that it doesn't sit well with that principle. It's a principle thing.
Yes.
They were rude and made a lot of loud noise, shouted at the man and walk out and shut down not just Mr. Golding, they shut down Parliament for the whole day. The next week, that's number two. Next week in the Senate, Peter Bunting tries to finish Mark's speech. The deputy president or acting president at the time tried to shut him down. It became a big clash in the Senate. They tried to shut him up. So I remember, this is really funny now, right? It's really funny. I was talking to someone who is a labor sympathizer. And I was saying, why would they shut up? Why would they walk out on Mark? And why would they shut down Peter Bunting? And she was saying to me, they have these things called standing orders and they dictate what you should or should not say or what you're allowed to say or you stay within a certain boundary, I guess. Certain things you must talk about and not allowed to, something like that. So I said, okay then, if that is the case, how come right after Mark did that, the week after Mark, Nigel Clark went to give a budget presentation. Went on a tirade.
Yes.
And started to tell them to leave Juliet alone, cuss them out, start talking about how the PNP denigrate the members that have nothing to do with governance or the debate boss. So I asked him, how come he was allowed to do that? His response was, he was responding to the PNP.
You see, these are the kind of people who I can't deal with, my brother.
All right. Yes. So Mark, hear the story again. I'm looking at the debate system, the dual citizenship issue. They vilifying Mr. Golding like him kill somebody. The Constitution not only states you're allowed to have citizenship in another country if it's a Commonwealth country, it states that even if you are born in a Commonwealth country with no Jamaican heritage, you can come here and after 1 year of living here, you qualify. You're eligible.
Yes.
To be elected even as Prime Minister in a bus. So theoretically, under the Constitution, a Nigerian can be Prime Minister. I don't think we'll ever have, how we now do that.
Yes.
But the Constitution says it.
Yes.
So when they bring up this thing now, and we say the Constitution says it, they say, well, they don't care about the Constitution. They're like, it's a moral issue and about conflict of interest, and he must step down. However, when the issue was brought up with the Prime Minister's wife being a House Speaker and presenting a potential conflict of interest scenario, then quickly say, well, the rules say you can do it. And let's keep it moving. There's one rule for them and another rule for the rest of we.
And the constitution cover everything, over everything, and have the power over everything.
I think that
over everything, not the all speak and the rules. And the constitution you talk about. So Mark Golding don't break no laws. Him not have them white foul, him not do nothing but tell me one now. Them now have things attached to them. You have money missing, you have all kind of things and everything, and them talk about moral. We just see Darrell Vaz getting passport and get a waiver. And when you run the waiver, drugs trafficking. But you're allowed to be a minister. Me say the next one now, Minister of National Security, WikiLeaks, actually say in that traffic and do all kind of things. But that is a Jamaica can't run so better. You cannot talk about this criminal, but you have these people not think better. I see it. You can't see it. You can't get a criminal and then this I wanna do and this I wanna live and then I talk about another. That never work on my page better. You understand? Me not see it.
I understand where you're coming from. It's the gaslighting and the dishonesty that really bother me, because if you look at it honestly now, honestly and dispassionately, right? You have a right to challenge a rule or a law and change a rule or a law. So, for example, you have a right, if you don't like the Constitution the way it is, and you think a leader should not have dual citizenship. So for me, personally, I don't want my Prime Minister to have dual citizenship. I don't agree with it. It's in the Constitution, it's allowed, but I would rather my Prime Minister not have an exit clause. So like, I want to feel like I'm in the same boat as my Prime Minister. That if we go down, him go down with we. I'm not saying somebody with dual citizenship is necessarily going to run away. But if you don't like that, you have a conversation about it, you lobby for a change, and you try to change it. You don't cuss off somebody who has not reached the Constitution, boss, and vilify them and make it look like them a criminal. And then it's another issue. So Darrell Vaz said, when him got that mark and released that mark, personal information, he said nothing is personal, nothing is private. That's what I want to know. I'm glad he said that. If nothing is private, why we can't see the Prime Minister's statutory declaration and get an explanation as to why it is not certified? Why can't we know the names of the illicit six? Why can't we know the names? If nothing is secret, give us a list of everybody in Parliament who has dual citizenship. You can't say that for one person, it will apply to everybody, boss. And that's what I don't like it, boss. And you see, when you're apathetic, you don't pay attention. And a lot of Jamaicans are unfamiliar with the Constitution. When a lot of Jamaicans see dual citizenship, then with a Jamaican and another country, they don't realize that the Constitution differentiates between a Commonwealth country like Canada and a non-Commonwealth country like Mexico. Then with a dual citizenship, and the government, they know this. They take advantage of our ignorance by pushing this false equivalence between Darrell Vaz situation and this, which is two totally different things. Darrell Vaz dual citizenship had to do with the USA, which the Constitution does not allow. That was in breach of the Constitution. What Mr. Golding is doing is not in breach of the Constitution. If you want the Constitution to change, you lobby for it, you make steps to change it. You don't post the man and say the man must step down, and you start using that kind of racial color things now. Say no black, no white people have no right more than a black person. And the matter is out of many one people win. That's the matter. It's on the coat of arms I'm having in government office more than likely. It's on all the money we use. Out of many one people, because it's a racially diverse country. Racially diverse country, and we acknowledge that. Let me tell you something. I can tell you something straight up. I saw Juliet Cuthbert's tweet. Juliet, I love Juliet, you know. Again, it's a personal thing. But I saw her tweet, and I was very, very disappointed because she made a comment in her tweet that let me find it, because I'm read article for Tuesday, you know.
Yes, of course, right.
Hold on. She said he can never be more Jamaican than any black Jamaican. I have more rights to this than my great-grand chopped sugar cane in St. Thomas. And then Darrell Vaz now egg her on with the whole thing. And him say, well, since Mark is part British, She's more Jamaican. So I want to tell you something about this more Jamaican thing, right? There are child molesters, rapists, thieves, and murderers whose parents, grandparents, and great grandparents come from Jamaica. All right?
Yes.
On the other hand, George William Gordon is a national hero. His father was British.
Yes.
Bob Marley, who most of us love and big up, his father was British.
True.
So what's the point? You know, what's the point? I know that Mark was born in Jamaica. Him at the University Hospital, he got to Mona Prep, he got to Campion. He did some law stuff in Oxford. He came back to Norman Manley Law School in Jamaica. Mark's father taught me in med school. His name was John Golding, Sir John Golding. It was Sir John Golding. He came to Jamaica from Britain. He was supposed to leave and go somewhere else. The polio outbreak licked us, and he decided to stay in this black country and help black people in Jamaica. He seemed to start Mona Rehab. He used to go around to look after polio people, other people that afraid to touch because they're afraid of getting infected. He was instrumental in the whole Special Olympics program. The man was a titan, me I tell you, So it is possible that Mark's father, the more for Jamaican and Juliet and Bar's parents combined.
Them combined.
So go with that, man. Don't do those things, man. Don't do it.
So let me ask you something, Dr. Abraham. So Mark's father never have no in a election back to the gate to drive one with gun issue to man. My father never take up nobody and send go and find because them accused of your warrior.
I don't think Mark was ever sent away to the States for a while for a reason. I'm just saying. Mark finished high school and then go Oxford because he was a bright youth. And then after him come back to Jamaica. After him go Oxford, he stay in England. But he come back to the law school here and him serve out here. Mark having business out here. You know what is untenable? To be in a position of leadership and set up a business offshore, saying up in a tax. So the people in your country do not benefit from your wealth. Damn, I have a problem with that too. I think we should have this fear. So let me know. I will tell you. I'm a fair person. I voted for Andrew the last time. And I believe the Prime Minister should not have dual. But you go about, you have a conversation and say, yo, I disagree with this. I don't think, I mean, it's in the Constitution, but I have a different view on this.
But let me ask you something.
Let's have a debate about this.
Let me ask you something though. So the Prime Minister likely to believe something. Because I make them drama down or something. But ask some of them, most of them guys where I talk with them kids them born in America. Like all the shower when daughter born, they should go school, they should go doctor. They go doctor, you wanna look about them? And I look about them, most of them kids born overseas. You see them hypocritical, you know. Where the Prime Minister go to university. Capburn Flynn used to live. He used to go to school, high school. She finished high school in a Philadelphia, you know, and then go Texas, go to university.
What's this?
Capburn Flynn.
What's this? Okay.
Yes.
What you call her?
Capburn Flynn.
We're not going to wait now. We're not saying nothing. Not saying nothing.
I did food. You know my style. My style different, you know. Yes?
No. And it's just painful for me because I love my country. I just want fairness and justice. That's all I want, you know.
Yes.
I mean, I ask for much, you know. I just ask for fairness. Just be a fair person and make good.
Yeah, but
make good.
But Dr. Abraham, if them people feel to them more, and she's her father, our great grandpeople them that are athletes, our great grandpeople them fight for land. Me never know no slave fight for land. Me know slave fight for freedom, brother. You are trying to run when them are trying to catch you back. Somewhere I got to fight for land and build my house side of here. You can burn it and you can catch me easily. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? Where do you get that from?
The thing, you know, is that, well, I don't know personally her family tree, but I know our forefather, them did meet it up, and they are essentially nation building because them did plant a lot of stuff and cultivate stuff that help build some of the building, and we see that stand to this day.
Yes.
And I respect that. I'm not denigrating that, you know, boss man.
No.
But don't bother come with them with them issues and try to rile up people and divide us. Somebody told me that Mr. Vaz wrote something in a newspaper today talking about how man descended from people, colonizer people, and all them things. That's a
So
very
when
divisive
descended
thing
from,
to say.
my white man, you know, when descended from?
You have.
So we see how
Okay,
it
you have-
descended from, brother. See how was not Jamaican. And let me say something to you too. Even
Come
if
on, hold on.
Siago,
Yeah, go on.
even if Siago, remember in the 60s, nobody never that talk about no dual or not. And the white man did that run the thing before 62 when them take over. You know that. Governors and who from Britain and everything. Siago in the upper house around 62, 67, I think him going to the lower house. And nobody in the 70s, him a manly, then in the 80s, him win come true. Nobody never tell him about no denounce, nobody know nothing about that. Remember, so the people then they don't say. They know that's all fish and everything they know. So even if you denounce, if you born in Jamaica, and you go to Britain, you go in America, you can be a president? No. It cannot happen. You can't go into some other things, but you can't be a president. No man no born in America not supposed to be a prime minister, full stop. Full stop. You know, born in the Commonwealth, but yes, kids here go through. And no, you look at a man no born in Jamaica now, and I talk about white and going up and down like this. And Joe Black, when do to the people, them stepping at them neck.
You know what's interesting?
Him and the whole of them grab up the place. Them dangerous.
You know what's interesting, man? You know what's interesting? Edward Siaga is an icon in the Jamaica Labour Party.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whether you like the man or not, I think he and Michael Manley had complicated legacies. They did some really good things and some really bad things too.
But
okay, the man did some, he did some good things for us. So I want to know if Juliet is willing to say she have more right to this country than Edward Siaga did. I want to if she would say that publicly.
She don't go say it. She don't go say it.
Because I know Mr. Siaga.
Me ask them where Siaga will, because he said that CIA business there, I know it must me up, you know. And the Lennox and them lies and them thing that it's bad. Because when you have a man that challenge, I mean, I can't tell the truth. When a man can challenge the backside company and one, and then, you know, a big superpower come down. That's why I do some talk, you know. So, no, the man fight for freedom and fight for people, right? I know what man they do. Well, we are 60s youth, so you know this. You know, say school, we have to go to school and we never hungry at school. And I need to tell sir, yes or no. Don't them have all kind of things at school, brother? Eh? We have to go to school and we have got hungry at school for what? We have 3 things. Some people get them uniform and everything. The boss, you remember when JOS are run pan time. Enough people don't know right now. If you don't catch a one, you have to go catch that one. How much minutes are come late? It used to run pan time and everything. The whole of that change. Do pan the system now. See? So if we live through that time there, Mikey, what am I come tell we say? Them can't come in 2024 the divided and rule and the foolishness, brother. You understand?
Yeah, the device is a good boss. I mean, I like it. It's not necessary. It's not necessary and it's underhanded. It just, no. We don't need that now.
And the chopping of money. All right, let me ask you something. Them go 2 years now. September make 2 years. Them go up a Coke Port. That's up a Ian Fleming International. Go to turn Coke Port.
Hold on. What you call it?
At the Coke Port, man. International Coke Port.
Wayne, what evidence do you have? What evidence do you have that Coke stuff going on over there? I'm asking a genuine question.
Let me answer a genuine question. Well, me decided them come here to win. The $25 million worth of Coke, nobody will get that cup fee. Let me ask you something. So them go pick it up themselves. You know? $25 million, that alone show you. I mean, I've never going on some other things. Okay. 25 million US worth of Coke. Over how much money that now? Like $4 billion worth of Coke, brother. That sound like a little ghetto youth when I'm not sleeping so we carry them Coke there, brother. It never come on somebody put it there. Not highly sophisticated people that I know the head for the police, so we know it's who about we are signing a paper. You ever hear them signing a paper for go forget a youth yet? You ever hear them sign paper for go forget a youth yet? 2 years. And then by the way, in the same kind of duffel bag, down at the wharf, 80 million US worth of Coke. That's over $12 billion again, you know. I know who them catch feet. Nobody. When them go forget to you in the shoot and say it's a shootout or something, you ever hear them outside and I know them say, oh, you're gonna lock up somebody, you know, but we soon go for them. And 2 years, September, 2 years. Not even one person face nothing. Let me tell you this. There are police who work.
Some weird things are going in my country, you know.
Yeah? No, but these
Some
are the
very
things that we
strange
are trying to
things.
show it. It's bad. The big boys, them don't go prison much. All right, let me ask you something on a fear level. From your bad team now, how much big man, big name, we call them the big boys, you ever hear they down at the dungeon lock up? Me not know one, you know.
Boss man.
I
wouldn't say that many. I can't think of one, you know.
Me can't think of one.
Man, I don't know them, but nobody.
We run through it, you know. We run through it. We not think of one in our lifetime. None. I remember, and I like the now do crime. Me say, look on the court port is not a little get a youth when I'm not pass of $25 million worth of. I'm put on by the way. Nobody at all get old. None. A long time them I use it for them base because people working at that, you know. Remember me at the win by side of people. Remember me want to talk on the line neither because we don't give resources. So we better than that. But I can tell you, a long time politicians and big boys using that place. A long time. Yeah. Them go up there. And politicians are hear me now. When them take the little plane go, I can take us and collect the money and come to and just boop and then drive going to Paris. Who stop them? The little police who was a sergeant, him get order from a soup. So listen, a soup they dead now. Turn your eye, you have to look, you know. You just have to just look, you just a figure head thing. Just turn your eye that way, turn your head. Now repeat to the police, to the bigger police, to the sergeant. Sergeant, you listen me now, you know what me I talk about. So them use that and them do what them I do. You ever stay at a country too much plain land and I know we not get no good answer. One circle land down there. All right, let me just say something to you, Mikey. I plain land down in a Carindon. If me and you are fly a plane, look how much money for your plane. And we get in a difficulty and we land. Where we are going to the doctor, we want to go and then get something to move a plane and, you know, salvage your plane. And you don't want to leave your plane and I know, we don't know, we won't go here say, oh, the person leave. Come from Mexico. Nobody at all in a plane now. Yeah? Then one land at St. Elizabeth the other day, it burn out and the police say, oh, we take around how much hours to find it. But them know it's a plane land, that's all the while. Then the next one you come with be an Indian. And when you look them downtown and walk and then they swap out.
That was a weird story.
Yeah?
That was a weird story because there were 2 incidents like that in 2 other Caribbean islands. I think one was St. Vincent, and I don't remember the other one, but I think in one instance, they were not allowed to leave the plane or the airport. The other one, the plane, they may not have even allowed it to land. But I know for sure, they were not allowed to disembark and walk on the place. Jamaica, which is like the biggest English-speaking island in the Caribbean, supposed to be more advanced. I don't know how they get to walk up on sightseeing tour. I take photographs. I don't know. I take selfie from waterfront and something. I don't understand. Some mysteries are going right now in a boss, man. And I just, let me tell you, all right, you see your platform?
Yes.
First of all, I want to thank you very much and other bloggers because a lot of things happening in this country I hear about from you guys.
Yes.
I don't see it in the newspaper or on the news like mainstream media. I don't know why, but you people, there's some things you brought up with.
Yeah.
I am in health, and I'm going to tell you something painful for me. Before I go to health, I go to another issue. Because when I hear you guys talk about stuff, you know, I'm again social media repeat it, you know.
Yeah.
The fact check thing.
Yeah.
The fact check things, you know. I try to be a fair person.
Yes.
You see this thing about the trucking contract, then? At least 3 people I've spoken to. The last person was Friday. Is a woman who do a trucking business. 3 people tell me that the person, you know, truckers will lose them contract. Because I've seen a member of the party of a trucking business and just eat up everything.
Yes, that's true.
Bash it out to them mouth. I've seen a member of the Jamaica Labour Party. Who you know? Because me hear about it from you.
Yeah, man.
And it's painful. It's another issue. Another issue now. So I'm in health. The definition of health is physical, mental, and social well-being.
Yes.
I'm going to come back to that. The funeral home issue now, that one that burned me. I heard about it from you guys first.
Yes.
So normally when somebody dies at KPH, you take them to a funeral home in Kingston. Downtown full of funeral home. You have full funeral home in Kingston and a bus, man.
Of course.
You have some Isaac and Maddens, and you have Romans, and you have
Yes.
So what I understand in St. Catherine, there's a councillor
Yes.
in a certain division there who was brought in by the MP, who happens to be the Minister of Health.
Yes.
He brought this council into replace another one. I don't know the details of that whole thing because I hear there were some protests about it. Whether they were reasonable or not, I don't know. But I know there was some dissent. But anyway, that council is there. Council named Archer. And then all of a sudden, the contracts for people that are KPH for the body then is to go to Archer's funeral home in Spanish Town. So I heard about this and I said, no, man, that can't true, man. Nobody could have said it. No, man. No. I said, no, it can't. No, nobody could have done that.
No, man, you have
So
to
we
be
start,
research,
we investigate. So I have a friend of mine who is a doctor. He works at KPH, a senior doctor, consultant. One day she gets a call to send one of her doctors over to Spanish Town. Because let me tell you, if somebody has COVID and they die, and you want to do a postmortem for whatever reason, you have to swab the body. You have to take a swab. Look at that cute. You have to swab the body, right?
Yes.
And they call her to send one of her doctors from KPH all the way to Spanish Town to swab her body. So, all right. First of all, that's ridiculous. I mean, surround them. When you do that, you know what you're doing? You are taking a doctor away from where they're working, where they're looking at the people, living people. Somewhere else to do something that is, it never have to go so. Everybody could have stayed at home. So she told me that story, and I said, blow that look away. So another patient of mine told me she had a friend whose mother died at KPH. She had to go all the way to Spanish Town. I heard you vloggers talking about people having to pay a lot of money to move the body out of that funeral home. It sounded weird and outlandish. And I said, well, I don't know if that's true. Maybe a rumor that. So, about 2 weeks ago, a friend of mine, her co-worker, had a family member who died at KPH and they had to go all the way to Spanish Town. So she's asking the people at the funeral home, why am I forgot all the way over here, so? Well, you know, there's a contract, whatever. And she want to move the body. The body was there for 4 days. They had to pay $200,000.
Yes. You
know, sir. And I'm saying, so let me go back to the definition of health. It's physical, mental, and social well-being. So when you have an impoverished person from inner city, so many of them people don't have it. They don't have it. Them impoverished, and then they have a family member who dead and them grieving. You don't have the money, you grieve, you have it hard already. And you know when people dead, funeral expense is not cheap. You want that person to pick up them grieving self, go out with Spanish Town bus. So an alarm was made about it. And the minister said the proper channels were followed. Well, I don't believe that. Maybe it's true. It's my personal opinion. I'm not saying it wasn't followed. Personally, I don't believe. I find it hard to believe. But even if the proper channels were followed, Wayne, and you sit in that space where you're in charge, and you say poor people have to go all the way to Spanish Town, wouldn't you say, hold on, stop the COVID and get the contract? But tell you what, let them get a contract for Spanish Town and maybe Maypen, but like, all right, but for the people in town, try to find somewhere in town. Because town full of funeral home. But you sit down and you watch poor grieving people have to travel all the way to Spanish Town, and you got your bed, are you okay with that? A wicked act in a bus.
So let me tell you,
them things hurt me. And you know something, when let me tell you something.
Yes.
My favorite saying is, justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. That's a powerful quote in a way.
Yes.
So you see me, you know, when my mother did, she used to live like between Dunrobin and Constant Spring. Her body went to Romans and Dunrobin, and it done. It's near, it's an adjacent. You could have walked there, and nothing. So that don't bother me, you know. That not bother me right now, you know. But when I see people who don't have it, who are suffer, and as I say, health is physical, mental, and social well-being. This affects their mental well-being, but it stress them out.
Yes.
And potentially them social well-being too, because when it stress you out, you have to pay money, you become even more socially disadvantaged. So no, man, it's not right. Some things happen, that's not hope. I don't know some people go to bed at night and sleep.
Yes. And let me
I
tell you
wake up
next
and
thing.
there's nothing about.
Let me tell you something. You say matter about father protocol. You can have your counselor, and then you make sure give him that name conflict of interest, his name nepotism, cronyism, and everything, you know. Him was open a funeral home around 2019. Right now, them have piece of land to build some house up there, you know, in a St. Catherine. Him same one, you know. So them a work and as some money move. Because you gotta do a tax. Me have friend when we can make a talk to right now. We have funeral home. Come in as St. Elizabeth, Black River. Where you think them come for the body? Where the body have to come? Them have to go Archer. From St. Elizabeth. Me have never get body to rotten. Them put them in a not body bag, but some plastic bag.
And go where?
A plastic bag, them store them in. So them have to, when
No,
them come to the body, them have to carry it down back now and them have to dress up him all. Me I talk to him, I do an interview the other day. I fix him, I fix up one of them because the woman said she couldn't identify her loved one. It's spoiled. They're Archer.
No, which? Where did the body go? Where did the body end up? That same funeral home in Palestine?
Yeah, that same funeral home, them do the autopsy. When you do autopsy,
hold on, Wayne, you talk about somebody come from Western Jamaica.
I will call them and make it here yourself. Of course.
Wayne, we need an African to lie down and things like that. John
Dr. Yoga, I know why you deep now, African man.
Wayne, me hurt for people, Wayne, me hurt. I'm a Jamaican.
Yes.
I just love my people. And I want everybody to have a good quality of life.
Yes.
Regardless of whichever administration is in power. I don't really care. I just want fairness.
That's what I look for.
I want fairness.
Yes.
And that is what is bothering me now. And I think more people need to pay attention to what's going on. And, make up noise, it should be made up and do what you can to change the system. But if everybody don't pay attention and can't bother, it not change. And that's the problem with Jamaica, is because, to be honest with you,
yes,
successive administrations have done this. The orange and the green people over and over and over again.
Yeah.
The two of them keep doing over and over and over again. So by the time this round come around now, so many people punch drunk and batter bruise and I'm saying, you know what, man, we can't bother you, man. So stop pay attention. And we stop pay attention. These people that say, well, they know, look, so let us just do everything. Let us keep up everything. With the contract, I'm a friend them. I don't care. You're poor, you're not more trucking contract. You're not more out, you're not more contract. You don't have that. Keep up everything. You ever see when somebody go Vegas and they make the jackpot and they creep up all the thing off the table?
It's another gambling.
Oh, the jackpot.
Yes. When they
creep up all of the money, all of the chips, them, you just scrape up everything for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, man. That's what I see going on, boss, man. It hurt me.
And the arrogance, it turn up though, brother. Brother, I mean, I like turn up. The arrogance turn up. And it's like not care, it's like a king. The man, them act as king, like, you're the servant of the people, but I know some I see it. You don't see
it. They don't understand that. No, it's not about being servant to the people. No. But Wayne, you never talk, man, because I forgot somewhere else.
Now, so that man, man.
Wayne,
I
will keep the link though. And then people listening to how far back we're going. Or far way back.
They don't understand. That's what I say. It's a better from another mother. Let me tell you something, people. Let me just tell them something. That's a smart thing. You see, my daughter go to university. She's soon 20 now. I'm delivering now. Yes. Tell them, man.
That's old, man. That's old.
Yeah, I'm
delivering now.
You, she's
10 years old. 10 years old.
No, man, you have 5 them times. Remember when you we not show you, and you're not showing your age neither, you know. So, we're not showing age. So, you're not showing your age, Mikey, man. You're good, man. You're good.
Anyway,
later, brother.
We talk to you. Love you, my brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, my brother. Respect. You're the pay for me now. You're the pay for me.
I will do that.
All right, cool.
Now, big girl.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But, yeah, man. Mikey Abrams. Remember, you're the win, you know. The renegade. See? Yeah, man. The renegade. See? All right. As me I say now, this total disrespect, they may have total disrespect. And the government, arrogant government. No good, none at all. And your Mike can tell us, hey, him vote for the man because this, but let me tell you the truth. Mike, I'm a brother from another man. And let me tell you this. A trick and a trick, the people them. Him have somebody up at university where I say, yo, study Michael Manley. Right? Them chuck that go with a bag of foolishness, you know. Me know you, lady. me tell him, study Michael, man, they saw him come off that way and trick a lot of people. But this time real, him come out, I'm real skin now. Can't trick nobody again. So him coming like ungrateful Chucky. Me back him up in our car and him going, oh, your friend for the hand. And then, you know, if you turn your back and him get up and you mash you up. Can't trust them. That's why I have to come with this. You know, well, I remember play this fast, yeah. Remember, the 26th. I remember we have a next thing I go down in the next month, you know, in Washington. And this one at the 26th, that's soon. We soon put up that when that's ready. Yeah, but maybe just play.
Jamaica Diaspora Crime Intervention and Prevention Task Force, in association with the Global Jamaican Diaspora Council, presents on the 26th of July 2024 Jamaicans and Friends of Jamaica. Join us in conference as we speak against corruption, crime, poverty, failed healthcare, poor education, and injustice in Jamaica. This takes place on the 26th of July at 1320 Ellesmere Road, Ontario, Canada. This conference starts 3 till 10 p.m. Guest speakers on the day: Wayne Lonesome, Will Rattigan, Mystic Sensation, Herb Nelson Jr., Aromatic, Sister Maria, Jamaican Carlos, Dr. Rupert Francis, Jeffrey Tavares, and more. This is going to be a very important event for all Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica. Don't miss this event if you care about our country. Jamaicans in the diaspora, we can make a difference.
People, back again, back at it. Hey, my sister that's calling, you know, because we know later what we see now. Hey, Maria, sister, this, you know, I'm another mom again. You see me out, my brother just come out for the phone number, and my sister calling in a line. Maria, go on. Yeah, Maria.
I agree with Dr. Abraham. Yeah, I forgot to agree with Dr. Abraham.
Yes. Your phone choppy. Let me knock you. Let me call you back right now. Let me call you back. now. Yes. Phone choppy. Let me call. Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah, sister. Yeah, sister.
Any better?
Yeah, man. Sound better now? Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the first time it happened with Caroline, we could say it was disrespectful, and we addressed it, and we say with all the outcry, you would think that they would have the decency enough to make sure it doesn't happen again. Clearly, they don't care. And what can you get from garbage but garbage? Garbage in, garbage out. So Grange, I don't really expect much from her, quite frankly. So her behavior reflects the kind of person that she is. Now, there will never in many lifetimes be able to walk in the shoes of a PJ Patterson. Not this lifetime, not ever. PJ has done more combined than all of them sitting in the JLP right now. Babsy Grange, Andrew Holness cannot qualify. And as a matter of fact, they don't have any right sitting in the presence of PJ Patterson. They don't. So it should be an honor for them to sit in the presence of a PJ Patterson. Okay? So they need to show some respect. You know what it's I recall when he was Prime Minister, when Post was Prime Minister, there was not an event that they wouldn't include Edward Piana and give him the respect that he deserved. Not an event. They never treated him the way he is being treated by this Jamaica Labour Party government. It is shameful, it's disrespectful, and they should all pack up and leave because they're unfit for office. They're the greatest crime producers. So when they're holding young people accountable, it's disrespectful. Disrespectful because nobody produced crime like them. And they cannot be asking of young people that which they cannot show to the other in terms of leadership how or the young people should follow, what they should emulate, because they're not worthy of the positions that they hold. And on the issue of passport and with Mark Golding, we have beaten this horse. We cannot beat it anymore. But if Darrell Vaz is going to go down the road of ancestry and where Mark Golding parents come from and all of that, he must remember that his grandparents fled Lithuania and those who stayed survived in the Holocaust. Now, is he an anti-Semite?
We go on to you mute, Maria. You mute. Check your microphone, mute. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Is he an anti-Semite? Is that what he's saying? Is going into the realm of anti-Semitism? Is that what he's saying? And if we are to go down that road, it means every sitting member of parliament, including himself, their ancestry must be unearthed. So people must know who is who was his father, who was his father's father, and all of that. The same thing goes for Chuck. The same thing goes for
Maria.
Yeah.
Darrell Vaz, Vaz, them are Portuguese. Them start the slave trade.
Like I said.
Them start on
what he Vaz and come from. Vaz has started it. Yes, so we all need to now start looking at their history. Right. Looking at their history and bringing it out and saying this, because what we fail to realize, John Golding could have left Jamaica when he should have. He didn't. The polar epidemic hit. And what did he do? He stayed and took care of the 50 black people. Them look like Juliet Cuthbert and Juliet Holness. He took care of those people's children. That's why polio didn't ravish Jamaica. Thanks to John Golding. What are they talking about? History. Mm-hmm. What are they talking about? Should he not have stayed there and cared for those people? No, he could have gone on to greener pastures, but he did not.
Maria, sorry again. We are talking about the death of Highfield. I mean, I talk about the death of the little school girl. I mean, I talk about Corkport. Nobody with morals can talk to me. Tell me something. So Mark Golding father take him up because he's accused of raping and killing a little school girl and send him a foreign gully. You ever hear anything like this?
No, not at all.
So you ever hear Mark Golding mix up because he want a seat, and then when you look at MP dead and then Mark Golding put in his wife to the seat?
No.
That's suspiciously?
No.
I'm like to ask a question. You ever hear Mark Golding put out a passport and then you look at Mark Golding passport and waiver in it and when you look at drug trafficking?
No.
Some people now have no moral authority for telling nobody name in that.
And which just stand to criticize Mark Golding, period.
And people wake up
and the man did not run afoul of the law. He did what he was supposed to do within the confines of the Constitution. Leave the man alone. Let's talk about Andrew Holness. Let's talk about his statutory declarations. Why is it not being verified? Why is it being certified? Let's talk, because those are the issues. Let's talk about Juliet Holness. How is it she's funding an $800 million project? Those are the things we need to talk about. But I just let me call in and just give my 2 cents because I'm in the middle of laundry. But I have to call in and give my 2 cents. But we'll take this for later. Blessing to everybody in the chat. Yes, all right, cool.
Up later. Yeah, man. Turn on later beat. But totally disastrous. Totally disrespect to PJ Patterson statesman. And this is how them behave. It can't work no more. Them can't treat nobody. And the artist thing, you only can know a rap dog, you know. Rap dog, they don't have no respect. Them not have nothing about them. Just be arrogant. So I say, you know, rap dog. Rap dogs. See? Them have the place around it for them where when you look the one of them rich. Enrich themselves. Them have constant give contract for a deal with dead. Them have given money 80 million to woman. You know, for not at all until they say it's a promotion where them do them billions chop, them do anything and feel them hold the media. You can't hold we. I mean like my brother just said a while. Yeah, bro. Let me tell them again. I am the win. I'm in the everywhere. Me not have to explain myself no more than that. Me have the win. Me have the eagle eye, so me there everywhere. I'm gonna keep it real on here. Keep it real on here. And are the biggest 3-card man we ever existed in the universe. The last thing then Nigel. Because them are tell about moral and fellow standing orders. Them they are trying to muzzle the opposition leader and the opposition overall. And it wrong. Number one, let me tell them again, I do not like bully. I don't like criminals. I don't like punks and all these kind of things. Me know none of them. You can't mash up the country and then you can laugh and skin to you. That's why I'm born even the criminal police, them up attack. I don't for them are criminal and they are betting criminality, you know. And they go forget on you and come tell me, oh, them are criminal. Don't tell me about no criminality. Because I know the whole I want to wear in a drugs. I know the whole I want to get kicked back. You think me no know? Someone want to lift up because you're not going to get banged up. We are going to clean the place. I love that. Here, Dr. Abraham say, yes, we have to do fact check. Because I talk something to frightened, but let me tell you again, and you can come at me. Go on here, so when me talk something, I have no time to go. Make up and me not do tablet. Me like when me do it and you can go fact check what me have said. Now like some people they put up some things. Me not have no time for that. Remember me had dad and super granddad, you know. I have no time for that foolishness there. See? I don't have no time for the foolishness. Here, that one you know what them say, minister. Here. That's why when me talk, me no want nobody come tell me about lonesome. Your son, me rather talk like this. More than talk in secret and go on like me not play hypocrite role. You come and you know right now run your way. That's it. Look here.
I'm sick and tired of you. Okay? I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to fucking hear from you. I asked Chevron to choose a project. He's yet to choose a fucking project. Okay? I'm the one who told him that I'm going to give him paint and cement for somebody's house, to fix up somebody's house. Up to now, he hasn't come to me to tell me anything about King Weston and what he wants to do. He called me yesterday to tell me he wants ply and nail and some other stuff for this lady's house. He has not chosen a project. So don't come to me unless you know your fucking facts. Why don't you become the fucking MP? Since you know everything and you're the head cook and bottle washer for every fucking thing. Why don't you become the fucking MP then? Huh? Since you're the one delegating and telling me what I must do and how I must run things. You do it. Come and take my job then. Let me fucking tell you something. You go and you play this back to anybody in the Jamaica Labour Party. Because I'm fucking sick and tired of you. Okay?
Human rights activist, man. Yeah. So, you know, see this? So, I mean that I want to them not say loan some out. No. I talk straight. Them hide and chat. So when it come out like this, you say, yeah, them are morals, them no represent people, make me talk my mind. Yes. See? Believe in our freedom of speech, but I'm going to think we're not going to do. We're not going to cook up some things and come tell me something on them. Me not do that. Me not have no time for that. That's why I don't say like and do all kind of little things. We keep it real on here. I have to keep it real on here. See? Look when I want to know them send her out and hear her with our foolishness. The
tabling of the Constitutional Reform Committee's report. They have spent over a year working in a very bipartisan, in a partnership manner, in order to get to consensus on a number of things. Fourth thing that I'll also be pointing out is the tabling of the Constitutional Reform Committee's report.
Tabling of conservation, the firm, you know that? A tumblebug. A tumblebug one. Say, it's a tumblebug, yeah? This are the new minister of mis and disinformation, yeah? Tumblebug, they move bug life. And the one before athlete foot. Yeah? You know, athlete foot. Yes. Yes. And then people, they know, you know, when I have a put up, I'm just pose up. But you don't know them life. Them depend on a different mission, you know. This is a nation building, but you have some people who are stupid because they love party more than, you know, to be a patriotic Jamaican. Right? So them people, you must talk, and them, you know, like them people have manners, all them people deal with people, right? Them not deal with people, right? When you have a statesman like Patterson, and you see a minister of sport, culture, entertainment, and gender affairs, and you see something like this, and she put it out on her page, and I'm going to tell you that she and the Prime Minister, that speak volume, arrogance. Yeah? That speak total disrespect. And she another first one do it. Them do it
Man,
before
what
that one
sis?
you lie
That
when them
better
do
for
it.
man.
No, this is what Dr. Abraham answer. But the one I lie when them do it.
A theme account. And not until we pick up the nastiness.
Sita, that one I do this. I'm gonna tell you I'm live. I'm telling you. Let me show you something. You travel go foreign. And even if you have your about delegation, that make it worse. This is your personal account, anything up on your account, you see it. Right? Your account. My IG any account, I have it on my phone and I have it on my laptop. Me get a picture, me just upload, me just tweet it in my picture, me just boom and just upload it and put it on the caption. But you do, you're Prince Charles or King Charles now. We're turning King Charles now that I'm gonna upload the picture on your account and after I'm to black it out. That one of my delegation. By the way, him go say one of them. How much money we pay, how much people them travel with, how much are the guys them him travel with. Me don't know if him travel with a truck full of guys because him travel. Me don't know how much him travel with. Him have him handful. Him have him handful. But one of the guys, them and them move and no apology and nothing. These are two Prime Minister, Portia and PJ. So for them thing now, make lantern attack and use color. Stay goes in Jamaican. And you know, like where Dr. Abraham said, well, say I got not under my eye, no I know where say I got because him cause I make the unsecure loan. That's why they not release the report I know, you know, and things like you know. I say I gotta do it, you know. I say I gotta lock down the things them, you know. And if them say art, I do think them in bungle up together, the training thing my man did, I don't call it art. I'd say man. Call them good pan that. See I gotta do it, man. See I got to charge of treason. You know, me not take my mouth. You can't ban our next country and turn in a freedom site in my icon. And then you rush a man over yassa. In a freedom site. I'm gonna tell you again, he never loved the people them neither. According to them, he love them. But if somebody love you, let me tell you how love go. Me and my family and my kids, them, you think my kids them are there out the door, them have to go to school, they make sure them got things. Me not send them, let me tell you them, don't just say them not go the normal school where you don't just say them no, you know, who born overseas, who not born overseas are born there. Andrew's Hospital. Dr. Abraham. You understand? So gynecologists, we gynecologists and we think, you know, go like them clinic thing that you know, I go clinic and see? Because them now use the thing, them I mean I use them now. And we born overseas, you know, say normal thing where standard. Oh. See? So me no giant for them kind of little things with them giant. Nah do it. But we want get up people have the same kind of things with everybody and them things. But them none of that. So them can go around and trick some people and use some little thing that little nasty one, you know, I run out of that and I play a race card. In people them Vaza from Portuguese. Them are the first slave drivers. So you go Vaza. Look at the name where it comes from. Him a white man, you know. Him and a black body, you know. Then him a white man and then him mother, she American too. Eh? Him a part American and yes, still them say man have a ban him and put something in him thing and give him waiver. Your mother American, them have to give waiver. To come up there, them not trust you. But you is a minister. And I run out and look for something and go and people data. And tell us say not safe, do not take needs. And me I say for boycott, we need for boycott Grace Kennedy. No two way about it. Yeah, no two way about it. Them have to get boycott. Them no good neither. Yeah, we no business. Because we have to speak truth to power. We need to boycott them. Because them in the foolishness, you know. Because them benefit. You see them like when them are puppet. You know, benefit the people, them you trick them and give them a $5 grand and you know, a $2 grand and them thing that me just hold on and lock on upon them. Every move them make me the win, me lock on upon them. I remember. And who you think me know? Come tell you now them the win. When they call me name me here too. No care when I plan me here me the 40 side I want to tell you all the time. I remember when I make up nothing me the win me know the movements. The phone I go to prison. Una shit. Una mash up the place. Una no minister, not me have una criminal. And I have shit them. Well, I file too. So I want to know. Me have a file. Yes, man. No, no, some of them are both them are big police. We have them filed too. Them are shit. You know, them are master of the country. So we have filed on them. You understand? Nah, play with them. Nah, play with them. Them figure them out. See? Make I, you know, I have to knock back this, you know, because remember the big thing I come up, so.
Jamaica Diaspora Crime Intervention and Prevention Task Force, in association with the Global Jamaican Diaspora Council, presents on the 26th of July 2024, Jamaicans and Friends of Jamaica. Join us in conference as we speak against corruption, crime, poverty, failed healthcare, poor education, and injustice in Jamaica. This takes place on the 26th of July at 1320 Ellesmere Road, Ontario, Canada. This conference starts 3 till 10 p.m. Guest speakers on the day: Wayne Lonesome, Will Rattigan, Mystic Sensation, Herb Nelson Jr., Aromatic, Sister Maria, Jamaican Carlos, Dr. Rupert Francis, Jeffrey Tavares, and more. This is going to be a very important event for all Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica. Don't miss this event if you care about our country. Jamaicans in the diaspora, we can make a difference.
Aye, you get it, man. The snack up. Remember when I can't miss this, when everybody are line up already, you know. Them are line up already, you know. Because we have a problem there. We have to start it out. You have to start it out. We have to start them out, man. I want to can't miss this. See? Can't miss it. I remember when we start out the issue around here. Well, when a sight and sound I use, well organized, well put together, you know, sight and sound. So we're going to discuss those issues. We expose some issues. So we're going to watch some things and then, you know, we discuss those things. Go have to hold them accountable. Do everything we just start about. The healthcare, go right back, the crime, everything. The corruption, the amount of money check. So it put right front of you. And I'm like, no, you're saying, no, we hold them to account. Like what Andrew said, we have to hold him to account. And not my word. Not my word. Andrew, he said, we hold him to account at that word. Look here. Look here. You said, we hold him to account. That me I do fear. Yes, sir. Look here.
I know why you come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a prime minister. And is a prime minister around the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want the right start that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
Award. Come on now, man. Then that little question you ask, you must know Center Roll. We need never tell you that, man. And that's something where we are hiding, man. We never come and say, hey, if you see we live every day, we need them that little thing for you ask, man. Them question you know even ask it. You go see it and then you go able add on to whatever. Remember we don't think on a professional level, you know. So you go see it too, man. You go see it, then you must see it, man. Not the glorious farm. That baby thing, man. Yeah, man. So you see himself for all them accountable at that way I do. Yeah, that way I do. And with them do know them I run out and I play a great scared. I mean I tell the tourists them to them for watch them because it's a country, you know the government are telling the country a country of racists. Because if white are a minority, that means you have been real scared from Jamaican. What we do? Everybody have an equal kind of little thing. I want to bring race card, but a band Jamaican. Yes, we not shit. Remember, we not alien, you know. And we not ease up on you know. So we are going to encourage, we not there, but we're going to start to encourage some white people not to use your hotel. That's what you have to do it, you know. And Western, the money gram of cut the remittance to. It needs to get cut. It needs to get boycott. Them two things. Every time them come and do something like this, you boycott it. And if a boycott needs to. Yeah. Yeah, now we not play with them, man. Yeah. You see me, I say? So, no, man, we have got to deal with them, man. You see me, I say? At them run go, aye. You tell me, tell you, say them, you see them flip-flop, you know, and them and each other the best, them. And you see what them do? You see it, Manica. So these are the things that them do. See, I was not Jamaica. No to needs. No to no remittance. No to Grace Kennedy. None of them. And work at Holness and him now school because them need to go to prison. You know. Enough of them need to go to prison. Nobody now stop on no. Member. Nobody now. Hey. I mean, and them police, some of them were head and better. You don't know what we know a criminal. Them to go to prison too. Them protect jobs coming in and out of the country from up at the top. Up in the top. Up in at the top. No commissioner class. Them big boys. Them protect the drugs man them in Jamaica. The big boy them. Them. And protect the chop of them. Them everything and betting. Some of them are apartheid, the big boys. Them not the little one them. Not watch the foot soldier them. Yeah? So them Uncle Sam will protect note because enough of them for wheel out. Them are criminal too. Don't talk, you know. Yes, man. Wait till later because you know we have to come back come deal with this. You know, upon tonal. So when you know the thing go already, tonal. Remember on the
Jamaica Diaspora Crime Intervention and Prevention Task Force, in association with the Global Jamaican Diaspora Council, presents on the 26th of July 2024 Jamaicans and Friends of Jamaica. Join us in conference as we speak against corruption, crime, poverty, failed healthcare, poor education, and injustice in Jamaica. This takes place on the 26th of July at 1320 Ellesmere Road, Ontario, Canada. This conference starts 3 till 10 p.m. Guest speakers on the day: Wayne Lonesome, Will Rattigan, Mystic Sensation, Herb Nelson Jr., Aromatic, Sister Maria, Jamaican Carlos, Dr. Rupert Francis, Jeffrey Tavares, and more. This is going to be a very important event for all Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica. Don't miss this event if you care about our country. Jamaicans in the diaspora, we can make a difference.
Okay. Yeah, man, make sure. Them fuck all them out in the car, them enough boy, you know. Them enough boy. Yeah, man. So people, later.
We in lump sum, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber dude.
Original 40 says no, we not take rough up the cook up. From the other day, them face them a puff up. That they three little pig and the old fire off up. If them flip like a fool and leave them get crushed up. Meta, shut your beat, no speak, you meta hush up. Street furnitures, everything's a get dust up. Limbs and shove, everything's a get brush up. When you see original East man, you must not fuck away. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to.
Send out to Nids. No to Grace Kennedy. Ban straight across the board. Yeah, man. Yeah, and we've got to cut a bank to, you know. And no to remittance. No to the government. Corrupted. Corruption. Yeah, prison time. We out.